So Donald Trump sees a picture of his face morphed with Elvis Presley's face, and he shares it online and says, "People has always told me I looked like Elvis. Can you see it?" No, we can't see it. But I'll tell you exactly what this is. This is Donald Trump just needing a little pick-me-up, okay? This is Donald Trump needing a little bit of reassurance because he knows he's the butt of so many jokes. He knows that he's the butt of the jokes. He knows that we're over here sitting and laughing about his body odor. We're laughing about the fact that he claims he weighs in at 215 pounds. We're laughing at the fact that his makeup job looks like he left the ravioli of the Tupperware a little too long. We're laughing at the fact that of his tiny hands and the other tiny things that Stormy Daniels says that he has. And he realizes this, and he turns to his flock and says, "Please, just tell me I look like Elvis. I need to be cheered up here." That's what this is. Donald Trump is like that uncle that you hope never shows up at Thanksgiving. He's the one in the family where you're like, "Yeah, hope nobody told Ricky about it. He ain't coming, is he?" "Yeah, well, I hope not. You didn't tell him we was having this, did you? Because, hell, I heard he hooked up with that one old girl down there at the bar, and, hell, she'll rob you blind. I sure hope you don't bring her around. He's just too much." And then he shows up, and he's just reeking of Camel non-filters and natural light and burnt Vaseline. And he sits there at the table talking about how good he's got it and how hard he works. And you know that he mooched off everybody in the family and never turned his hand to do shit in his life. And he sits there and then he says, yeah, people tells me I look like Rocky Balboa, don't they? And you're just sitting over there going, "No, you don't look like Rocky Balboa. You look like Rocky Balboa after about 10 years of methamphetamine and 15 rounds with Apollo Creed." And a shout out to the late Apollo. We lost him and my heart broke. But that is where Donald Trump is at in his life. That's how desperate he is for attention, that he's sharing pictures of himself, his face mixed with Elvis, and yeah, because he needs reassurance. In any other era of politics, that would be enough to end anybody's campaign. People would laugh that guy out of any room in any other time and in any other era. But I want to say one last thing, and I really want to make this point. Donald Trump could not come close to the greatness of Elvis on his best day. Let me tell you something. Elvis is the butt of a whole lot of jokes, and Elvis did become a walking joke of his own self. He did. He became a walking punchline, and it was sad to see. But let me tell you something. Go watch Fat Elvis sitting at that piano. He still had more soul. He still had more talent sitting there, overweight, stone completely out of his gourd, the sweat pouring off of him. Elvis Presley still had it. And that's one thing that I will always say about Elvis. It was sad to see the end that he reached. It was sad that he left us way too early because Elvis Presley could have went on to make he did make the greatest music already. But Elvis, if he could have got control of his demons and evolved further, no one could have touched Elvis. Fat Elvis on his worst day is better than Donald Trump on his best. And I will stand on anyone's grave and say that, because that's the truth. Donald Trump wishes he was Elvis. The only thing he has in common with Elvis is that he does have a fanatical group of people who, long after Donald Trump's gone, they'll be saying they spotted him at a Burger King. That's about the only thing the two have in common. But the fact that he shared a picture like that, and people, "Well, yeah, man, he does. Looks like Elvis." Yeah, it's it's laughable. It's truly laughable. But no, he wishes he could be Fat Elvis on his best day.